Hey, Falcon Zero here. Welcome back to my channel. Now, I had an interesting idea today, and it was with Nintendo Labo. I was going through Labo, and I haven't really ever got that into Labo, and I was just kind of looking at the stuff. But with the whole VR thing coming out, I was like, okay, what does Labo have to offer now? We know Breath of the Wild is going to be on there. We know Mario Odyssey, but what are these other VR games that Labo is doing? And one of them caught my attention here, where it was this fishing game, and you're underwater, and you're taking pictures of these fish. And I'll tell you why that caught my attention, was because it reminded me of something. It reminded me of this right here, this game, Pokemon Snap. Remember that? Yeah, great game. Don't worry, it's safe. It landed on a couch. But what if they did Pokemon VR on the Nintendo Labo and did something like that and implemented that kind of thing into the game? Well, with that underway, let's see if I can entertain you guys for a couple minutes here. Now with the Nintendo Labo VR kind of doing its own thing, and it does have some games like Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild like I mentioned before, but can you imagine a brand new Pokemon Snap game full-fledged in VR? Because I was like, as you were taking pictures of these fish underwater, I was like, why didn't they implement Pokemon Snap into this? That would be so much better, and Labo would probably sell a lot more. I don't actually really know the exact numbers of the sales of Labo, but actually I've heard that they're not bad. But they could probably be a lot better if they implemented a game like Pokemon Snap into it. And you know what? We've been wanting this for a while. Remember when the whole Wii U thing was out? Everyone was like, this is the perfect console for a Pokemon Snap game because, well, you had the gamepad and you could take pictures of the Pokemon on the gamepad and however you wanted to do that and make that into a perfect game. But you know what's an even better perfect game? Is Pokemon Snap VR, I think, because you get to take the pictures of these Pokemon and you get to see them in a way that we've never seen them before in VR. We've seen it AR with, you know, the augmented reality with Pokemon Go, but what if you could see them in virtual reality now with Pokemon? And it's all Pokemon Snap, and you got the kind of same grading kind of scale going on with Professor Oak or whoever they want to grade the photos with. And then you could share the photos as well on like the Nintendo Switch. You know, they can build something online where you can share photos and then you can rate photos on there and you can give some kind of skill. That'd be a cool game, I think, that you could do with the whole VR thing. And I'm not even against that if they just made a game like that. It doesn't have to be VR, because one thing I don't like about the whole Labo VR thing is you have to kind of hold it to your face. They don't have any kind of like strap that you really have, and they need to figure something out with that. And with the vast variety with Pokemon there, you can have so many different ideas of, like, you can be up in the sky, you can be underwater, you could be at a volcano, you could be at a cave, you could, I'm taking stuff from Pokemon Snap now, but you get the idea of like all the things you can do, and there's so many Pokemon that you could do this with. I think this would be a great idea. Nintendo, if you're watching this, take a little pen and paper and write this down, because it's good ideas. You need to do that sometimes and listen to people that just come up with these, and you can take credit for it all you want. I don't care, just make the game. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you think this is a good idea, or do you think it's not a good idea? Should we be seeing Pokemon VR, or should we just see a Pokemon Snap game just get rebooted? Or should it be kind of like Breath of the Wild, where it's both, where primarily it wasn't a VR game, but if you want to do VR, it's perfectly fine to do it in there too. You know, let me know in the comments below. What are your thoughts on this? If you like this video, please smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and share it, because Nintendo needs to see this. If they get their hands on it, you can take all the credit. Just make this game happen, Nintendo. Please. But as always, everyone of YouTube, show me your moves.